Hey guys, I'm Brittany Rivers and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be taking you all through the customization of this 40-inch 13 by 4 180% density wig from One More Hair. I bought this wig 100% myself with my own money. I'm going to take you all through the bleaching process, customization, installation, the whole thing, you all. But before we get into this video, I'm going to ask that you all remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me bring the hair to the front. Show y'all all this hair. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Madam Brittany, and let's go ahead and get into this video. So, I forgot to say this in the intro, but this wig is from One More Hair on Aliexpress. I ordered this myself with my own money once again. So, it's 40 inches body wave and 180% density. So, the first thing I do is turn the wig inside out. We're going to go ahead and bleach these knots. So, this lace is pretty transparent. This is a 13 by 4, like I kind of told you all. I did do an unboxing video on this wig, so check that out if you haven't. But I'm just going to put the wig inside out so we can start the bleaching the knots process. So I just do my own thing. So I'm just going to use maybe start with 1 to 2 scoops, and I just eyeball it. So you want it to be slightly thick to where it's like a paste, so it doesn't go through the lace and seep to the roots into the hair. So we're only bleaching the knots. You all may or may not know how this works. So you just kind of look at it. That's way too watery, so I knew I needed to add more bleach. You'll see I'll get it right eventually. I also like to use, I just use whatever cup or bowl is near me to mix the bleach in, and I like to use a butter knife to actually apply it to the lace because I see it as frosting a cake. You all see now the bleach is a little bit thicker. It's getting to where I want it to be. So now I'm just frosting my cake. I'm going to apply the bleach to all of the lace. So definitely get that little hairline, get in front of the hairline just a little bit to make sure you don't miss any of the knots. So I actually kept this on for about 40 minutes because I started doing other stuff. 40 minutes later, you can kind of already see the knots turning a little blonde. So we're going to go ahead and rinse off the bleach really quickly. Just put it in the sink, rinse it off. You all see the knots lifted very well, and so that's a good indication of this being some pretty good hair. So this is what the hair looks like after you bleach the knots, but we want to take out that little yellowness you can kind of see. And so I'm going to tone the knots using the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. I'm going to spread this all over the lace and leave it on for about, I left it on for about 20 minutes because once again, I started doing something else and I forgot about it. But 15 minutes would work. Okay, so now we are at probably the most important part, maybe. I would say the most important part. We are about to pluck that hairline. So, first thing I like to do, it's been a little minute since I rinsed off the purple shampoo, so I had to get the hairline wet again. I like to work with wet hair because it's easier to pluck for one, and two, you're not going to be pulling on the lace too much. It's going to take out some of that tension to where you don't put like holes in your lace. So now I'm going to part like just a little, like that's not even half an inch. So basically I just don't want to pluck directly at the hairline just yet, but it is very important to pluck the front. But right now we're not going to do that. We're just adding a little definition, a little personality to the hairline. We don't want it to be just too straight across. We're trying to thin it out a little bit. So I know my real hairline is a lot thinner at the temples. So I pluck way more heavy at the temples, especially. I pluck moderately heavy on the sides, like kind of in the middle, I would say. And in the middle to where like your middle part would be, I barely pluck it all, but you don't want to have that like straight line wigs have. So you're going to see I'm going to add a little personality to that. So I just want to show you all like the before and after so far. So that's the side I haven't plucked versus the side I've been plucking. So it's already a huge difference. So now we are at the middle section I was talking about earlier where I don't pluck just too much. So I'm going to do the whole sectioning thing I did on the sides to where I like part just a little bit out front and then pluck behind that. But one important thing I realized like during this wig, I would always have to pluck a little more after I install my wig, like where the middle part is. You want to remove the whole front line is what I do now. So I'm going to put this little row I parted forward back into the hair and remove that front line because you just want to remove the natural hairline that the wig had. The hairline that the wig has like naturally, it's just a little too perfect. It's a little too straight. It's like a hairline for a guy or something. Like it's just not giving to me. So you all see this looks way better. Like look at that middle section especially. Like it's not just perfectly straight. Like a few parts go back a little further than the others, but this wig was so thick. I'm going to take my lace tint. I'm about to install the wig now. We are at the install. So I'm using light brown. So I'm more medium brown like my skin tone, but because people's scalp is always lighter than their actual skin tone, I decided to move up a color and use something a little lighter. So I'm going to spray this on the wig and then blow dry it. I also don't wear a wig cap when I install my wigs. So I use my eyebrow razor and I remove those combs on the left and right. I don't think this wig came with a middle comb, but I just take them out because they pull out my real hair. So we are finally at the installation and y'all, the hair is thick, 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 thick. So firstly, I'm going to cut 2 little slits at the temples and I work on the wig in 3s. Yeah, that's what you call it. So I'm going to take my eyebrow razor. This is how I like to do it. Like it takes me maybe 10 to 15 minutes max to install my wigs. And I install my wigs every day. So I'm just gonna cut the first part off, the first side off, using the eyebrow razor and go in and go ahead and spray my Got To Be Glue free spray. So I'm just going to put it where the wig would lay. I'm feeling myself a little bit vibing. Oh, okay, hold on. So I'm going to do 3 layers. So I'm going to do the first layer, blow dry it, do the second layer, blow dry it, put the third layer on, place the wig where I want it to be, and blow dry it down while I'm like kind of smoothing it down with any kind of flat tip I have, whether it's a rat tail comb or like my eyebrow razor, just kind of pushing it where I want it to be. And then any part I see coming up, I'm going to spray again. So that's what you're going to see me doing. I'm telling y'all, it takes me no time to install a wig, but I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I will fix like the ear tab to like give my ears some room. That's really important when you're wearing wigs, especially when you have to wear a mask. If you have glasses, like you gotta have some room. I'm going to do the same 3 layers. Spray Got To Be Glue, blow dry, spray Got To Be Glue, blow dry, spray Got To Be Glue, place the wig and blow dry and fix any kind of edge coming up. I'm doing the same thing. Like this is the easiest way to install a wig if you believe you have time to reinstall it every day. It just takes no time. So I'm going to move on to the middle. How much lace you leave on there is really your discretion. I don't cut it right at the hairline, but I like to leave just like a little centimeter. I feel like I could have like installed this wig a little bit higher on my forehead. I kind of like to make my forehead smaller. I have a really large forehead, and I think I love being able to choose where I want my forehead to start every day. Usually I put on my wig before I put on my makeup, so you see like little parts on my face that are like a little lighter because of the Got to Be Glue Free spray. I could just go, I added some water to like kind of wash that off a little bit. But when I do install my wig before I put on my makeup, like that's not a problem. So I do see a little piece I'm going to end up fixing over there. I need to glue down. But I just want to add a little baby hair. I only like to add baby hair at the temples and then like a little sideburn swoop. So I just go in with my eyebrow razor, cut that, then add a little bit of just my normal gel and kind of swoop it around with my finger motion kind of a little bit. Add a little pizzazz. And bam, you may want to tie it down for a little bit to have it super fleeky, but it's done. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I ended up just adding a few little crimps. I did the baby hair on camera. I may pluck this. Well, the part looks really good. I barely even plucked the part, but I may still pluck it to make it a little more prominent and all that. But I love this wig. Let me show y'all how long it is. It's not that long to me. Like, okay, it goes to my hip. It's like goes to the bottom of my butt too. So here's the hair to the back. It is thicker than my last 40-inch wig. I'll give them that for sure. I'm gonna play with it. I can't wait to flat iron it too, so I can see like the real length. But that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Madam Brittany, and thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, you all. Bye, guys.